Hey everybody, hope you all doing well today. So, quick video, more or less just about simple stuff. Well, not simple. Let me start again. So, anyway, this is a bit more of a serious video, kind of talking about how a German soldier actually made me respect World War II and just military history in general. Just because when I was growing up, I was a rather all over the place kid. I was hyper focused on a few things. I loved like paintball. I loved just kind of going crazy, I guess. Call of Duty, like all that jazz. But I made the mistake in my head conflating that with, let's say, the actual truth of what war was like. So I was just gung ho for this stuff. I wanted to learn. I wanted to see what it was all about because, you know, action movies and all that jazz. So, um, anyway, so my one uncle, his name is Mike. He's not really my uncle. He's just my dad's good friend from university. He came over to dinner with his uncle, Lupol. And Lupol was, this World War II veteran. He didn't actually fight in the Wehrmacht. He fought in the Volksturm. So he was still like a young kid, right? In the very end of World War II when Hitler just threw anybody with a gun at the Soviets or the Allies. Thankfully, he fought on the against the Allies that were not. He didn't fight against the Soviets because he would have had a very rough time against those guys. So anyway, what made me kind of grow up a bit was that when they came over to dinner, he was wearing his gloves on his hand, and I was just. I was so focused on wanting to ask him World War II based questions instead of, let's say, just like the average conversation. So I asked straight to his face, "Were you part of the Hitler Youth?" And everyone just turns their head and says, "Oh my God, Austin, you can't ask that." So yeah, I was an idiot. I was 12 years old. I was not thinking that was a bad question. I was very blunt. So Lupol just looks at me, like raises his brow, and he asked my uncle a question saying, "Is he stupid? Or is he joking?" And Mike was just like, "No, he's just very curious." So Lupol takes off his gloves, and half of his hand was blown off by a grenade. And how that happened was that he and his friend were in a shell hole, and a grenade was tossed into the shell hole, and well, unfortunately, his friend jumped on it to save Lupol, and unfortunately, his friend died. And then Lupol lost most of his hand. I think it was like 3 or 4 fingers on one of his hands, just from the shrapnel that came off. So, unfortunately, that's what it was. Lupol then concluded that story by saying, "So yes, I was forced into it, and you would have too, if you were in my position." And, well, yeah, so I was pretty shook up by that. I remember crying a little bit because I was not ready for it. Like I said, my only experience with military history at that point in time was the Hollywoodized version of it. I wasn't expecting to hear it from that. I don't know, I was stupid, and I was immature, and it made me realize that I needed to grow up quickly. And as such, I took it very seriously. It's one of the reasons why I care so much about veterans and military history today. So anyway, that's the story about how that's the story about how a German soldier made me grow the fuck up. That's literally it. So anyway, I hope you guys liked the video. If you guys have any questions, just throw it in the comment below, and I hope you guys have yourself a good day.